Hey, what is up everyone? If you are a Mac user, you've probably used the Spotlight feature or depend on it for certain tasks. Just hit Command Space and you are there. I personally use it as the main way to open apps. Now enter Raycast. Think of it as Spotlight but on steroids. It can do much more, as I will show you. Now, to download it, simply go to their website, that's raycast.com, and download the app for Mac, or you can join the Windows waitlist. As of now, it's not available for Windows. I've downloaded it, and let's install it together. So I'm gonna install it here, and just drag it to the apps folder. And now let's check it in the apps here in the Launchpad. Okay, and here it is, the Raycast. Let's open it. Okay, open. Let's close this window. Okay, it tells me that it'll open automatically once I log in, which is good. And now you can start the setup process. You can either click here or tap on return key on your keyboard. So return. Here it gives you some snippets of some scenarios you can use the app with. So to launch apps, you have your clipboard history, which is pretty cool. You can see your schedule, search screenshots, emoji picker, calculator, and much more. So continue, and you also can ask AI or have a chat with an AI agent, but this is for the pro version. You get 50 free messages, and after that you need to subscribe to a paid plan. Okay, enter once again. And what's cool about it is you have extensions. Yep, you can install extensions for Raycast to integrate with lots of tools such as Slack, Google Chrome, Art Browser, and many more. I'll show you that later in the video. So I'll do that later. Now you can start a 14 days free trial for Raycast Pro, maybe later for me. Okay, it asks you if you want to open it at login or not and use the emoji picker. Okay, why not? Then continue. Okay, you need to grant access for calendar and contacts, files and folders, and accessibility. So I'm gonna grant access for all of them. Okay, to files and folders, allow. And the accessibility. Okay, open system settings and grant it access. Okay, you need to use your password or your fingerprint. Okay, good. Now let's continue. And here you can join their newsletter if you want to. Join the community on Slack, follow on X, or subscribe to a YouTube channel. I don't want to do any of that, so continue. And now hit Alt or Option and Space to continue. And you are good to go. Now here it is, opened with all its force. And now once you try and search, let's search for the same keyword, that is Excel. As you can see, you have more options here. You can open the Microsoft Excel, the application itself. You can run an extension diagnostics, voice control, search files, search for the Raycast store for any plugins or any extensions available. You can define a word, so you can search for a word that you don't know the meaning and you can define it in a dictionary. You can search on Google with your default browser and your default search provider. Search snippets, ask a chart, ask calendar, and many more. And you can even, as you see here, ask Dolly as an AI extension, calculator, location, and more. Now let's go ahead and exit and let us open it once again. Now tap on Option and Space instead of Command Space for Spotlight, so you can keep both if you want to. Now let's go ahead and see what the dictionary says about the word Excel. So here, define word, return, and now you get the meaning. So Excel, and even it gives you the some related words like excellent, excellence, excels, and all. So let's go back and let's start an AI chat. So tap on the tab button on your keyboard to enable the AI chat or ask AI. Now let's ask AI. So give me 10 ideas for YouTube shorts on, let's say, for example, affiliate marketing. Okay, enter. And it uses the GPT-4o mini. As you can see here, you have the title and the description for a sum of 10 shorts, which is pretty cool. Now you can continue in chat, hitting Command J, and you can paste the response to the Arc browser, which I have opened in the background. And another cool feature is the actions. You can click on actions or hit the Command key and the K. So hit Command key, you have many actions right here. So you can paste response to Arc, paste formatted response to Arc, copy the response, ask any question, continue in chat with other applications, regenerate the response, change the model, the AI model, if it's a good response or bad response. So basically rate the response, and you can delete the message, delete the chat, delete the history. Now, of course, the actions will differ depending on the task that you are doing. Let's go back here and let's search for Chrome. And here you have the Chrome browser, you have some popular tabs right here. And if I go and hit the Command and K button, here you can see the actions are changed. So you can open the application, you can show it in a folder in Finder, add to favorites, configure application, copy name, copy path, hide application, and some other options. So the options or the actions will differ depending on the task that you are trying to do with Raycast. Now, as you saw here, the power of Raycast over the Spotlight. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Spotlight and I do enjoy using it. However, this is much more powerful. Now, if you go here to the Raycast icon in the launcher, you can send feedback, you can see the manual, change log, about Raycast, and you can get into the settings. Let's go ahead and check the settings pretty quickly. Now here you have the general settings. Now you can change or replace the hotkey. You can launch it at login to be ready whenever you are ready to use it. Change text size, appearance, window mode, and here you have the extensions, or you can manage the extensions. Now you have many extensions available by default, including the browser, calculator, calendar, clipboard, history. And here is the AI feature. Now you have the AI settings. And as you can see here, I have 49 questions available from the 50 that are available for me for free. You can change the AI model from here and you can set the trigger. So here by default, it is set to tab or hit the tab key on your keyboard to ask AI. You can use it or custom global hotkey or even disable it altogether. You can send the message hitting return, and you can see the other settings right here. Now let's go back to the Raycast website and let's check the extensions. Scroll all the way to the bottom. And as you can see here, the top extensions like the design tools, developer tools, Pomodoro timer, productivity, project management, and others. So let's go ahead and check the transcript extensions. For example, you have two extensions, Descript to YouTube chapters and the Super Whisper. You can go ahead and check other extensions as well. As you can see here, you have the Screen OCR or optical character recognition in order to recognize characters in like an image or writing in an image and have them as a text that you can work with. Audio writer, ingredients lister, and much more. Let's check the productivity extensions. Here you have one password, you have an extension for Arc, for ChatGPT, which are the top, and you can have the shortcut search, Super Habits, Spotify player, ChatGPT, as I told you, iTerms, and many more to go. And to install an extension, simply click the install here. So let me install, for example, the Arc extension. So clicking on install, it'll allow me to open Raycast and then click on install extension. The extension will be installing, and after a couple of seconds, it is now installed. Now hit enter to open it, the commands. As you can see here, the commands of the extension built into Raycast. So it can search history, open new window, open new blank window, and many more. And if we go back and let's go ahead and go to the Raycast and let's go to the extensions option. And here is the Arc extension. And if I click on this drop down arrow, I can see all the options that are built into this extension. So it is pretty cool. As a Mac user, I think that the Raycast is a pretty solid addition to your tools arsenal that you will definitely find more powerful and more useful over the built-in Spotlight feature.